A lot of people forget that it was only 50 years ago, on March 7th, 1965, John Lewis, now a congressman, and more than 500 civil rights activists began their march from Selma toward Montgomery. They're marching for voting rights, something we should be able to all take for granted. But when they crossed the Edmund Pettus Bridge in Selma, John Lewis and the others, peaceful marchers, were brutally attacked. In fact, if somebody hadn't thrown themselves over John, he would have died from a fractured skull. More than 50 of the marchers were hospitalized, all because they were asking for the right to vote. It became known as Bloody Sunday. And I remember as a child seeing those pictures. Everybody who saw them in this country realized we had a terrible injustice going on. And that became the catalyst for passage of the Voting Rights Act. But now the best way we can honor those brave people who marched, who put their lives on the line, some who in other demonstrations had died, we ought to not just give speeches, not just give medals, but actually do something. It's time to repass, to update the Voting Rights Act, to restore it. You know, the U.S. Supreme Court gutted the Voting Rights Act, even though it passed virtually unanimously by House and Senate and signed into law by a Republican president. Let's go back, repass it. We have a good bill. I'm presenting one to the Senate. So far, not a single Republican has stepped forward to co-sponsor it. Let's put politics aside. Let's remember how these people risked their lives 50 years ago. Let's give to all Americans the right to vote, the same thing we cherish in the state of Vermont.